And we are ready for some basketball today. A lot of people excited about this kid, Scottie Barnes, 4th overall pick out of Florida State, ready to battle.
(2021) NBA Draft Night kicked off as expected, with the top 3 picks of the board being Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, and Evan Mobley. As the Toronto Raptors were on the clock to lock in their pick, even ESPN began to show the college highlight reel of Jalen Suggs. At the last minute, Scottie Barnes ended up with the pick. You could hear the collective shock of Raptors Nation, as Masai Ujiri shocked the basketball world by going ahead with Barnes as the number 4 pick in the draft. At the draft combine, Barnes thoroughly impressed scouts with his shuttle run being the second best at the combine, and he also recorded a 36-inch standing vertical, 3rd best mark amongst all combined participants. Clearly, the Raptors believe in his athletic ability. Now let's take a look at Barnes, and how he could potentially meet or exceed expectations, based on his raw skills, talent, and potential. There are a few reasons to get hyped about Barnes and his future in this league. Barnes is a freakishly athletic forward, who reads the floor extremely well, and has a knack for finding his teammates in the right spots. With Florida State, Barnes averaged a team-high 4 assists per game. Standing 6'7", Barnes is easily able to grab defensive rebounds, and has the handles to kick-start the fast break himself. He's got Ben Simmons-like potential in transition, with his ability to read defenses on the fly, find the three-point shooter, and use his height advantage to spot the man cutting to the hoop, often with flashy no-look passes. Other times, he grabs defensive boards, and is comfortable throwing classic quarterback passes, to find his teammates leading the break. If he sees the lane open, he's able to cut aggressively to the rim, and is athletic enough to posterize defenders. While his offensive game needs work to catch up to NBA speed, defense is where Scottie Barnes really excels. Weighing in at 227 pounds, with a 7'2" wingspan and a 9 feet standing reach, Barnes is everything you want in a defensive wing. If he gets caught on the pick, he moves laterally extremely well to guard smaller players, and is big enough to handle some centers as well. In college, he was tasked with guarding the opposing team's playmakers, which he handled with ease. His big hands allowed him to get deflections and pick the passing lanes, which resulted in leading his team with 1.5 steals per game. He takes pride in keeping the pressure on his man, often as soon as they inbound the ball. He is relentless and tenacious on D, which will result in forcing turnovers and blocked shots on the weak side. Scottie Barnes is a breath of fresh air, ready to infuse the locker room and practice sessions with competitive energy and excitement. His former teammates raves about Scottie dominating and elevating practice sessions, and always being the most energetic guy on the court. Barnes is a hyper-competitive, electric player, which makes him a solid addition to a team, to hopefully bring back a winning culture to the city. As it stands now, Barnes has a lot of ground to cover, to even be mentioned in the conversation as the Rookie of the Year. But the kid just turned 20 years old, and in today's positionless NBA, he will have all the freedom to become the best version of himself.
Oh no, they're looking to run.
That's nice. That gets Scottie on the floor.
As a reminder, playing 4 10-minute quarters here in the Summer League. Scottie Barnes getting on the floor with the strip. And Morgan finishes it off.
Saw right there his versatility defensively.
One-on-one against Quentin Grimes. Easy,
aggressive.
Scottie Barnes from straightaway 3.
Oh, yeah.
And now the doubters who separate himself in terms of a position on this Knicks roster. Last season, he was able to do that with his ability to run the floor. In particular,
Winfield and the late Flip Saunders and Ron Beckhagen and some great players. He's a great story. Watch Scottie Barnes now. Nice.
Scottie Barnes flying through with the offensive board.
He's got that characteristic. He uses that athleticism in order to score.
You telling me Sims is not going to get any playing time in the guard? They're having a problem with the clock on this end. Don't know if the refs see it yet. To McBride, he'll take the 3. Vildoza trying to keep it alive. Outlet to
Great pass.
Slams it home.
He threw Summer League to be the go-to guy.
He has scored the last 6 points for the Knicks. Scottie Barnes stays with it. I think he's the one who's hand on the ball. Look at him. He can bring it up the floor.
Flynn. Nice extra pass. It's broken up at the last minute by Wainwright. Toronto the other way.
Stay within yourself.
Barnes wheeling, baseline, hustling, and he couldn't pick it up. Barnes for three.
Right here. Nice take. Uh-oh. Scottie Barnes with a nice take right there.
15 points, 71-62.
Great steal by Barnes.
Here he comes, Barnes looking for Wainwright. Barnes just down, so he gets a bucket and a rebound. Barnes. Booknight has 14.
Now